A warm welcome to all. Myself Devika Dilip. In this video, we are going to discuss about the HR policies of Unilever company. HRM is a tool and approach which is adopted by companies to manage their human resources in an effective manner and focuses on achieving organization goals and objectives by empowering the workforce of the company. So strategic management is an approach to take most effective and efficient decisions for execution of activities in an effective manner. Strategic human resource management can be defined as a tool of strategic management in organization which is improvising organization performance by managing employees in most effective manner by taking scientific decisions after analyzing different factors. Unilever is a UK based company having its business in different countries around the world and managing a huge number of employees, which is helping it one of the successful organizations in the world. So as I discuss the HR policies of Unilever, let's see the history of Unilever or look into that company. So Unilever is a Dutch-British transnational consumer goods company headquartered in London. Its products include food, energy drinks, ice cream, beverages, cleaning products, personal care products, beauty products, etc. Unilever is the largest producer of soap in the world. Unilever is one of the oldest multinational companies in the world and its products are available all over the world. Unilever owns more than 400 brands with a turnover of 72.5 billion euros and 13 brands with sales of over 1 billion euros. Unilever was founded on September 2, 1929 by the merger of the Dutch margarine products producer Margarine Unie and British soap maker Lever Brothers. During the second half of the 20th century, the company increasingly diversified from being a maker of products of oil and fat and expanded its operations worldwide. HR policies are very much important for every company. The success of any business depends as much on appropriate, effective, well-communicated HR and business practices as it depends on meeting the requirements of mandated laws and regulations. In fact, good planning and the development of effective practices make regulatory accomplishments much easier. With reference to the HR practices, brief knowledge has been gained how the recruitment cycle functions, selection done, training calendar prepared, what is compensation and cost to company means and step of the performance appraisal, etc. So the HR policies and practices give us a brief explanation about all these things. HR practices helps in increasing the productivity and quality and to gain the competitive advantage of a workforce strategically aligned with the organization's goal and objectives. The main objective of HR practices is to differentiate the organization from its competitors by effective and efficient HR practices. By following this, the organization does its whole work process. The objective of HR process is to increase productivity and quality and to gain the competitive advantage of a workforce strategically aligned with the organization's goal and objectives. Effective and efficient HR policies are very much important for every organization. So, Unilever company has also its HR policies which helps it a lot to achieve the targets. Unilever company HR policies are very much transparent and it is available to all. Human resource management initiates in any organization intended to change, redefine, revisit, renew, reinvent, revisualize and restructure the organization architecture. This is effectively done with the help of alignment and integration of HR policies and strategies with business goals and objectives. The HR policies of Unilever companies are recruitment and selection, performance management, training and career development, compensation, employee engagement, etc. So, if we look into it as detail, let's see recruitment and selection. Recruitment is a process to discover the source of manpower to meet the requirement of staffing schedules and to employ the effective numbers for attracting that manpower in an adequate number to facilitate effective selection of an efficient workforce. According to Edwin B. Fiplo, recruitment is the process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating them to apply for jobs in an organization. Process attached to recruitments are: first, we need to find out the requirements, upcoming vacancies, and kind of employees needed in our organization. Secondly, develop a suitable technique to attract suitable candidates, which means that the company need to inform the candidates about the job vacancies available in our company through through as an advertisement through internet, TV, medias, newspapers, etc. As a technique, the company must inform the candidate about the salary packages, food and accommodation facilities, and other benefits about the job. And thirdly, stimulate the candidate as much as possible to apply for the job. In recruitment process, there are mainly two sources available. Firstly, internal source. Internal source means that's a source available within the company. That includes present employees and retired employees, dependent of present employer references, etc. External force is a source that is outside the company. So the company need to access the. Cut it. Process attached to recruitments are: first, we need to find out the requirements, upcoming vacancies, and kind of employees needed in our organization. Secondly, develop a suitable technique to attract suitable candidates, which means that the company need to inform the candidates about the job vacancies available in our company through as an advertisement through internet, TV, medias, newspapers, etc. As a technique, the company must inform the candidate about the salary packages, food and accommodation facilities, and other benefits about the job. And thirdly, stimulate the candidate as much as possible to apply for the job. In recruitment process, there are mainly two sources available. Firstly, internal source. Internal source means that's a source available within the company. That includes present employees and retired employees, dependent of present employer references, etc. Selection is the process of choosing from among the pool of prospective job candidates developed at the stage of recruitment. Even in the case of highly specialized jobs, where the choice of space is very narrow, the rigors of the selection process serves two important functions. It ensures that the organization gets the best among the available, and it enhances the self-esteem and prestige of those selected and conveys to them the seriousness with which the things are done in the organization. The rigor involves a host of tests and interviews, described letters. Those who are able to successfully negotiate the test and the interviews are offered an employment contract, a written document containing the offer of employment, the terms and conditions, and the date of joining. When we say it as simply, selection is a buying process which the company or the employer buys the employee for a specific price, which is the salary or compensation. For this reason, Some firms use external expert consultant for recruitment and selection because they are known about the changing environment around us. So they may be helpful for the company to select or identify the correct among the candidates. It is one area where the interference of external factors is minimal. Hence, the department can use its discretion in framing its selection policy and using various selection tools for the best result. 3. The recruitment and selection process of Unilever company is also similar. The recruitment process in Unilever Limited starts from the recruitment of different departments as per to the organization chart. Then they tell to the HR department. HR department takes the candidates from data bank of company, Purna data, or from the job vacancy sites, etc. Then does the shortlisting, then does the scheduling for the interview. After this, the selection and negotiation process occurs. Then offer letter is been given to the selected candidate. The employee then joins the organization. Then the company arranges the introduction program for the employee. And after this, recruitment process ends with the second HR practice, that is performance management. So, performance management is a structured method of formally and objectively evaluating employees' performance with respect to their objectives. It addresses the issue of an employee's development by providing them with structured and in-depth analysis of strengths and areas of improvement. It provides with input for annual increments, training and developments, etc. Performance management system is essential to the success of any organization because it is influenced the effort expended by employees, which in turn drives bottom line business results. Furthermore, the performance management system helps an organization identify, recruitment, motivate, and retain key employees. So, the main method applied in performance management is the 360 performance appraisal. 360 performance appraisal is the mechanism like 360-degree feedback provide feedback from superiors, peer groups and subordinates to provide holistic and objective evaluation for the employees, which means the employee get suggestions, feedbacks, drawbacks, etc. from superiors, subordinates, peer groups, etc. Which helps to motivate and helps to improve the performance. Training and development program is started out to cover the number of trainees or existing staff. The program also covers the identification of resource personnel for conducting development program, frequency of developing and training and development programs, and budget allocation. Training and development programs can also be designed upon job recruitment and analysis. Selection of trainees is also facilitated by job analysis. The company has a strong focus on manpower training according to their requirements. Internal training departments aims at improving the sales sets relevant to the work profile of employees. This includes providing or improving the communication, different skills, email programming, operational systems, etc. So the assessments of their potential is communicated transparently to all employees individually and career paths are shared with them. The third HR practice is training and development. So the people seek is not simply for a job. They are looking for a better career. Everyone must have the opportunity to rise to the top. The best way to provide such an opportunity is to facilitate employee learning. The employee must need a continuous learning process to improve in his job and contribute more to the company. Organizations have either in-house training centers or have alliances with training and education institutions to ensure continued learning of their employees. The organization is beneficial with meaning of training and development in according to Unilever company. Training refers to the process of imparting specific skills. An employee undergoing training is presumed to have some formal education. No training program is complete without an element of education. Hence, we can say that training is offered to operatives. Development means those learning opportunities designed to help employees to grow. Development is not primary skill oriented. Instead, it provides a general knowledge and attitude which will be helpful to employees in higher positions. Efforts towards development often depend on personal drive and ambition. Development activities such as those supplied by management development programs are generally volunteer in nature. Development provides knowledge about business environment, management principles and techniques, human relationships, specific industry analysis, and the like is useful for better management of a company. The fourth HR practice is compensation. The Unilever company offers compensation packages on par or higher than the industry standards based on the technical skills and experiences of the candidates. Employee benefits were standardized across employees. The benefit schemes were reevaluated twice a year. The benefit programs include medical benefits that were aimed keeping the employees healthy and motivated so as to reach expected productivity levels. The tuition assistant programs, which have included financial assistance to meet tuition expenses for all employees. This gave them the opportunity to continue their formal education while working. A range of professional counseling and support services for employees and eligible family members. Facilitation of employees to relocate if transferred to them help them if transferred to help them settle easily in the new location. If an employee transfer from one office to another, this will help them to relocate more easily. Assistance program in case of emergency for employees and their eligible dependents traveling on company works to locations worldwide. Company stocks offers to the employees to enable them to share the benefits of the company's performance. The fifth HR practice is employee management. Employee engagement is the measure of how involved and committed the workers are towards their organization and values. A well-engaged employee is well aware of the day-to-day happening of the organization and work with his or her fellow to improve the performance of the individual and works towards the betterment of the organization. It is an optimistic attitude that the employees hold towards their organization. Employee engagement is how the employee feels about the workplace and whether he or she is satisfied with the work or not. It is also concerned with the emotions of an individual employee, the unique emotional balance of employees and their experience. The employees and their the employees and their talent of creating conditions that give rise to employee engagement. Communication among employees at all levels in the organization. All the HR practices adopted by the companies are very much crucial for their success, like recruitment and selection, performance management, training and development, etc. If recruitment and selection process is not a success, then this will affect the entire goal, objectives, and success of the firm. And selection and recruitment process, the most precious assets of the companies are reaching the firm. That means the employees. The employees are recruiting and selected through these process. So if the company is not able to identify the correct candidate for the job or the eligible candidate, then it will affect the performance of organization. Performance and growth depends on different factors in which organization environment plays important role. Every organization analyzes potential changes by analyzing internal and external environment of the organization. A successful organization effectively observes and analyzes its internal and external environment, which it ensures efficiency in activities to achieve organizational goals and objectives. So HRM is a tool and approach which is adopted by companies to manage their human resource in effective manner and focuses on achieving organizational goals and objectives by empowering workforce of the company. The HR department of Unilever company is a great success. The department deals with more than 2 lakh employees in all over the world, and the per year income or the earning of the company is more than 72.5 billion euros. And the company also received various awards for best employer in all over in the world. It includes the company received the Dream Employer of the Year award represented by UTV Bloomerang. Also recognized as the Best Employer Brand in Asia at the Asia's Best Employer Brand Award 2011. The company recognized for HR excellence has received the the highest level of recognition among 39 participating companies such as BPCL, NTPC, EID Pari, Bosch, Tata Power, etc. Recognized the Unilever company recognized with the Leadership in HR Excellence Award for the Confederation of Indian Industry. The award was presented by Dr. Ashwini Kumar, Minister of State and Planning and Science and Technology. So the approaches taken by the company is a great example for all HR departments in the world. It said the company's HR department is a great success and it helps to fulfill the goals and strategies of the company. Thank you.